Fabrice, honestly, do you understand high variance?
I still don't understand. No.
Okay, great.
Here's how a high variance die works. So this is a standard number array on a D6, okay? Average on this is 3.5, right? So if you add it up, oh, I don't like that color, 3.5. What if we wanted to increase the chances of really good rolls and really bad rolls equally so it's still a fair die? Is I could add 1 to the 5, minus 1 from the 2, and so then we end up with 1, 1, 3, 4, 6, 6. Again, the average is the same. If you were to roll a high variance die or a normal die, say 100 times, and look at the average roll, it's the same. It's fair. It's just the high variance is giving bigger hits and bigger misses, right?
Things are pushed to the extreme.
It's as if we've increased the variance. On the first video we did, I don't know if I really got across that. We're gonna do it across every single die. So D4, D8, D10, the percentile, D12, D20, any die can be high variance, and in this campaign, you can upgrade a single D20 to be high variance. You can get your whole set high variance. You can get 3D6 high variance. High variance D20, I think, is going to be the most this is going to be the most pledged for item in the campaign. The D20 is going to have, because this is what people are going to care about, it's going to have 3 20s.
Yep.
Okay? It's going to have 3 1s. And then it's going to have double 19, double 18, double 2, and double 3. Right? So the numbers you will not be able to roll are the 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So from 7 to 14, that is gone. There is no middle ground.
How did we figure out the placement?
You know what we did? We took a normal D20,
Yeah.
or with all these dice, you take the normal die, you see where, say, the 5 was, you turn the 5 into a 6. You look where the 2 was, you turn the 2 into a 1.
So
they
the
did
20,
it. So this would be...
the 20s are where the 20 was, where the 19 was, where the 18
Yeah.
was. You got your 20 here, 20 here, and then 20 over here. And there are your ones. Ready to betray you. Where do you think you could strike the most fear in your players?
Your halfling assassin is trying to snipe the Duke with like a light crossbow, but like it's in a crowded situation and you have one shot. And the Duke is standing directly next to the person you're trying to save or something.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and then you request, you say, hey, Dungeon Master, can I use the high variance? And you know you're either gonna hit the Duke or the person you're trying to save. It's like you're gonna get the hostage or the hostage taker.
Yeah.
When you have a situation where like there's a best case scenario and a worst case scenario and you're on a fucking tightrope.
Yeah.
The razor's edge.
We've been talking about like, oh, we have to request and ask the DM's permission to be able to use it.
Yeah.
I feel like there are going to be a lot of DMs that get really creative in how they use high variance dice for the players. Like, I think of a scenario where you arrive in these enchanted woods where maybe magic is influencing certain things, and you're like, oh, well, we're here, you can only roll these dice in combat, or something like that.
I also thought that what could be interesting is if you were a player, I'm making a new character, I'm making Grub the Barbarian. Grub, sure. You're making this like, that's not aggressive enough. Skull Splitter,
Wow, you really went the other way. Grub, let's meet in the middle. His name's Skull.
There we go. Okay, so you've made your Skull. So you've made your Barbarian Skull. You're like, can I just do this whole character high variance?
Yeah.
The entire time I am just high variance. I am either smashing this person or I'm smashing something I'm not supposed to be smashing.
Yeah.
Right? Like there is no middle ground.
Yeah.
Right? Like just pure chaos.